What's going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, you know the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Lockout 4046. Here goes. So, apparently, one of those tethers over at Fresh and Fraud went on ahead and got some ditch pig pregnant. And he told this woman to take the pill and have the kid X'd out. And of course, she refused because, as we've said here in this space for a long time, these trolls look for the bigger and better deal. But because the tether is too stupid for his own good, he makes his bread and butter off grifting, steering young men into failure. He couldn't even take his own advice. And now, he's found himself in a fix that he can't get out of. And then, of course, there's another video where one of these candy-ass pastors, you know, Reverend Pigfeet, Mr. Toenail, they just got fed up with pandering to women. He says that these women come to his congregation, they ask God to give them a husband. The men seem interested in them, and then they give him the stink eye. They make themselves appear that they're unapproachable. Now, this pastor, of course, had shit flicked at him for telling the truth. So, at this point, you brothers work your soul, you brothers have eyes to see, ears to hear, you brothers out there who have been a part of this philosophy for a long time, take a bow. That's right, take a bow. We're correct again. These trolls, these ditch pigs, these hyenas, these bitch-made simps who grift off our talking points, they are joking without a punchline. They are making the same mistakes and are ignoring the same red flags we tell them not to ignore. You see, if that tether really actually believed in the message that he was putting out there, he wouldn't have found himself in that situation where he plowed some ditch pig and the ditch pig is holding a child over his head, using that child as bait. That would have never happened. But we can learn from this. That's right, brothers. We can learn from this. What I've learned from this is when I hit pay dirt, when I get to a certain part of my life where I'm living comfortably, the lockout game is the best solution to these problems. That's what I've learned. I've learned that with my 2 retirements and the fact that I can enjoy bad scenery like this without trop interference, the lockout game is a solution. It's the solution. Master your life game perfected, brothers. Get your lock on. Or else you end up like that tether, where you get someone pregnant and they use that kid as a pawn. Use it to financially ruin you. So, that tells you a couple things. It tells you this individual, he's not red pill. He's just a grifter, candy-ass grifter, and he's a bitch-made simp. And all the other Diet Pepsi simps, all the other hyenas who watch that tether's content, y'all are being steered into failure. Y'all are being steered into failure. If you keep listening to him, you're going to end up like his sorry ass. With some ditch pig holding a child over your head and using it to ruin you financially. That is what we're trying to avoid. And as you brothers have heard in my previous videos, prevention is better than a cure. Prevention is better than a cure. To hell with what these Diet Pepsi simps and these bread tube grifters say. To hell with what Minister Toenail and Reverend Pigfeet says. To hell with them. That pastor was not the first to stop pandering to these hoochies. And he won't be the last. If you brothers are in my situation, you got 2 retirements, you're in a big 5, you clear 50K easily, you have no student loan debt, no credit card debt, more power to you. Give the younger brothers the playbook. I'm gonna say it again, give the younger brothers the playbook. You see, I'm not selling courses. This channel is not monetized. I'm not steering young men into failure. All I'm saying is you have options. You don't have to deal with these sperm toilets and these trash bags. You don't got to deal with them. You don't have to stay here in the matrix if you want to find out if intimacy is still possible. You don't got to stay here. You can go foreign. But you should still watch your back and keep your head on the swivel if you go foreign. You see, I'm not being disingenuous, but those bread tubers, those grifters, those Diet Pepsi simps, and those candy-ass pastors, they're being disingenuous. They want to see you fail. Because if you fail, that eliminates their competition. Because don't make no mistake, brothers, the young guns out there, they are the competition of these bitch-made simps and these pork-chop pastors. They want to see them fail. That's why they keep trying to funnel these broke single mothers to young men. Young men who are trying to get their shit together, young men who want a piece of a better life. They're not going after older men. They're specifically choosing young men who are trying to get their shit together. Young men who are trying to better their life for themselves. There's sticks in the grass. I'm saying it again, there's sticks in the grass. And the way you deal with sticks in the grass is to start a lawnmower. Metaphorically speaking. But you brothers out there, stay safe, stay vigilant during these perilous times. Learn from the mistakes of these Diet Pepsi simps on these podcasts. Learn from the mistake of these individuals who found themselves in financial ruin because they couldn't keep it in their pants. Learn from their mistakes. Do that, brothers. Here's Mgtow. That's all I got for you. Like the badass here in the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel. You can find the tip jar and the cash app on my channel. Alright, fam? Alright, brethren? You know the drill. You know routine. Going, living way. SYSPM. That's for these Diet Pepsi simps. These grifters. Mr. Toenail, Reverend Pigfeet. And those who are trying to steer you into failure, give them nothing. This has been the Mgtow PSA. More commerce tight. See you soon.